What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Today we're doing a Raw recap. We started off with Paige coming out, and she welcomes everybody to Monday Night Raw. She introduces the women's tag team champions, the Kabuki Warriors. They come out to the ring. As Paige tries to talk up the champs, Kairi Sane and Asuka take the microphone away from Paige. As Paige tries to take it back, Asuka sprays the green mist into her face, I guess fully cementing their heel turn. Becky Lynch comes out, she starts fighting with Kairi Sane, lays out Asuka, and we have our first match, Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane. We got Asuka standing at ringside. This was a decent match. Unfortunately, this is also another reason why Jerry Lawler has to go. I honestly expected some heel tactics from Asuka, but Becky Lynch was able to win clean with the disarm her. Then we got R-Truth versus Buddy Murphy. Before the match, R-Truth has an interview and says he'll be getting back his 24/7 title. After Murphy comes out, we have our match. This honestly would have been a really decent match. Partway through, the loser locker room comes running out, chasing after the Singh brothers. R-Truth decides to join in, and they're just sitting there running around the ring. That's fucking ridiculous. R-Truth finally gets back into the ring. Buddy Murphy hits the V-trigger and gets the pin. It's good that Buddy Murphy got a win, but the match kind of just sucked. We have another Authors of Promo video. Seriously, just get him into the goddamn ring. Then we got the Street Profits coming out. They talk about their match last week and tell the tag team division that they want the smoke, and then they leave going back out through the crowd. It would have been really cool to see them in a match. From what I saw last week comparing to what they're doing on their promos, I mean, they got good mic work and everything, but I think their talent should be better placed in the ring. Then we got Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. Again. Dude. This time Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and Jimmy Hart are at ringside. Right off the bat, Ricochet takes it to McIntyre, but to no avail as Drew McIntyre starts taking over the offense, giving a Hulk Hogan leg drop and posing to taunt Hulk Hogan. Ricochet tries to rally back. He misses a 450. He ends up catching an RKO out of nowhere, causing a disqualification. Thankfully, Ric Flair was nowhere near a live microphone this time. We got Umberto Carillo backstage. He's welcomed by the OC. AJ gives him props for his match last week and says if you really want to challenge a true champ, face me tonight, which will be our last match. We then have the Viking Raiders versus the Chicago Cubs, aka a bunch of jobbers. This was, guess what, a squash match. There was a really cool spot where they did a body slam and powerbomb combo on both of the Chicago Cubs, but the Viking Raiders won, shocker. We then had Andrade versus Sin Cara, again. What the fuck? Zelina Vega and Katrina, Sin Cara's insurance policy, are at ringside. This was an amp match. Zelina Vega tried to interfere, but was thwarted by Katrina. But unfortunately, this distracted Sin Cara. Andrade got the pin with his legs up on the ropes. We then have Natalya and Charlotte Flair versus the IKonics. Ooh. Haven't seen them for a while. This is another M match. Natalya got the sharpshooter on Billie Kay. I really don't know where they were going with this. We haven't seen the IKonics in a while. I think Peyton Royce was getting married to Sean Spears, I think, formerly Ty Dillinger. But anyway, that was just a bad return for the IKonics. I mean, I'm not super huge on the IKonics, but at least you could have booked them to have a win on their return instead of just jobbing them out. Anyways, whatever. We then have a Seth Rollins interview. He's talking about his Falls Count Anywhere match later on tonight. And this basically is just a chance for him to get his catchphrase in for the 1,010,842nd time. And this is our next match, Seth Rollins versus Eric Rowan in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I wonder if this is one of those matches that the referee can't stop it for any reason. Anyways, the fight goes all over the place, from the ring to the crowd, up to the concourse, back out to the ring, up onto the stage, into the backstage area. Rollins gets a curb stomp onto Rowan, who's on a ladder, rolls him up underneath the forklift, gets a stagehand to drop down the forks, and he gets the pin. What? That's probably about half the fucking ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Then again, we're talking about Seth Rollins here. We then have Umberto Carrillo, sans the Power Rangers garb, versus AJ Styles with the OC. This is a good match. I'm actually getting into Umberto Carrillo. He's looking pretty good. He was doing a whole bunch of high flying, but a bad landing led to AJ Styles getting the calf crusher, and Umberto taps out. Once again, we're jobbing him out. We should be building this motherfucker up from the get-go. He's looking good. He's got a good moveset. Should have shot him to the roof. But, yeah, whatever. I'm not WWE. After the match, AJ fakes a handshake, a fight breaks out, Carrillo gets the Styles Clash, but before the OC could close in, the Street Profits come out for the save and clean house. So probably next week we're going to have the OC versus Umberto Carrillo and the Street Profits, which doesn't make sense because wasn't Kevin Owens supposed to be involved with this somewhere? But nope, we're just going to start throwing shit around again. And in the last segment of the night, the moment we've all been waiting for, Jerry Lawler's King's Divorce Court.
Oh, for God's sake.
Rusev and Lana come out. Lana runs down the crowd, says the truth of all of this is that all Rusev wanted was sex. And the crowd cheered. She also said that Bobby told her that Rusev was cheating on him. Rusev said Bobby was full of shit. They bleeped it out, but they actually got that in. The crowd popped on that one. This, of course, brings out Bobby Lashley. Rusev starts beating him down. He shoves a wedding ring down Bobby's throat. No-sells a bunch of kendo stick shots from Lana. But, of course, this does distract Rusev enough for Bobby Lashley to get the low blow in, take him to Dick Kick City, laying him out, and Bobby and Lana kiss as we end tonight's Raw. Last week, we had a good Raw. Surprising. This week sucked. I think we only had one really good match, and that was the AJ Umberto Carillo match. Everything else was something we either saw last week or just shit that fucking sucked. I don't know who wanted to see, well, besides Vince McMahon, the whole Lana Rusev cuck angle, whatever the fuck we're doing with that. But like Vince McMahon says, that's good shit. Well, it's bullshit. That's what it is. But that'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back later this week with the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's shit show and what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.